Stream is live. So hello everybody. I am here with Jack. Jack is racing on this occasion. It is his main role in the game, isn't it, Jack? It's what you like, is your racing.
What do you mean?
You like to race. And we have Mr. GGSPART4CUS.
Just checking that he didn't get his playlist mixed up, so these are the right tracks for the first one.
Yep. We have seen an incredible match today between Kino and Brandos. Brandos was able to take the playlist 5-3, meaning to take 5-3 advantage into the second 8 track. I believe they will be changing the track up significantly. Let me put that outside. Spartacus just fell off his bike and died.
Should have invited him a second quicker.
Yeah, you could have saved his life, Jack.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, isn't it?
Saving lives. See some people streaming while they're driving.
Exactly.
That's bad. Well, it's probably up there with drink driving because it'd take quite a lot of your attention away. Any other places for me to see? I think that is it from my side. I am done heading in to the interview.
No way.
What way?
I'm stuck in the cloud. I can start looking. No, wait, we're good. We're good.
Your character's not loaded in on the character screen, so where it says your name, it's just a blank outline, it's not a shadow.
Oh, left on this.
Jack happy.
Wait, it's on shuffle play as well.
Jack has put it on shuffle play, as he does. So, tracks are from the races in City, Raton, Rally and Vespucci are Jack's, Trench 2, Duel, Plummet 1, Double Loop are Spartacus's. Again, I will make it clear whose tracks are whose as we go along, but Raton is Jack's. And it has come up first in the shuffle. Jack is host of this playlist. Spartacus will be hosting the second one, which will be held on another night, as it will be cracking on at about 1:30 our time in the morning when we finish. Thank you for tuning in, nice and early. We are just about to kick off shortly. And my nerves are building. Both pros crewmates do have I've spent more time with Jack, so if I am going to have any allegiance, it would maybe go that way, but for commentary purposes, I am going to offer out good luck to both. Do wish both of the pros members the very best, and just hope that they can come away feeling happy with their performance. Just hearing that can of Monster
Yes,
sounding better than it does in the adverts. Nicely done, Jack. That was crisp, clean can opening. Well, just a little while ago, I had a message from Leighton Jack, and he is offering his support to Spartacus on this occasion.
We are waiting
Just
if
to-
we see the brick. If we see the brick.
So they
we'll
have
wait.
agreed on the brick.
Right.
And again, that is the way to go about it. Double check with your opponent whether they're a brick waiter or not.
Good luck, Spartacus.
Green offering a look across to Spartacus, and I'm sure Spartacus, I know he does respect Jack, will be offering the same.
We did put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Spartacus is rocking crew pink on the Emirates. That is the crew pink, isn't it, Jack? I believe it is. Yeah, Jack, focusing. High, high, short, noise, light, Jack. Spartacus able to hold the lead from pole to slight north to the right, able to get across the Jack, going straighter and coast speed better up the ramp. Good look from both from Alex and Jack. A little bit later on the base and then carried the speed over the crest of the hill slightly better as he swung into the lead. Good. Great boosting from Spartacus, but he goes over the fence. Jack swings into the tubes. Sorry if that was the flip of the spectator coming up Spartacus, but we are going to go back to Jack. Let you get into the drive and the ride. Jack. Yeah, the respawn from Spartacus is giving Jack a strong advantage, and it is a nice, clean tube exit, slightly higher than he would like on a perfect run. But it is going to apply and crank up pressure. Good luck, guys, from Nacho. Alex was unlucky. Spartacus just pulling a little bit too aggressively back to the right. It does look like Spartacus has been nice and clean out of speed into round track. Nacho, again, nice to see you, my man, and you too, Alex. I hope you are both doing very well, and anybody else who hasn't yet chatted before or tonight, do feel free. Very welcoming person. Get a little hello back. Alright. Jack with a nice clean loop line, picking up the speed very well. Thought about going for the all four wheels across the curb, held back and going to slide with the barrier. Oh, they are decent. That's for him. Good time here. 2:18.708. Really, really nice first lap. And Jack carries the speed again, nicely through jump and then up the hill, heavy on the brakes, just a little bit of air help, just landing on the track speed. The driver gets the brake systems, engine goes back up to speed nicely, off jump, nice and clean, sending it out just a touch. A bit of the throttle just to make sure it doesn't get caught up in the gap, and it's good, clean brake boost into the tube. Good, clean, high rev. Car tried to brick out on the bottom of the tube there, but Jack caught it nice and quick. Just flicking control back to the right, grab its hold of it. Really tidy in corner. Tube, nice, clean. Well, let's see. In the break from Jack, Spartacus appeared, he made it out of the tube and coming around the track, but he is a little bit way behind his feet in the time there after the respawn on the first lap, causing quite a lot of damage and him to feel. My man Spartacus. Tight to the fence, nice, cutting the corner, shortening the track distance ever so slightly there. Top like 214.266. Really, really nice time there from Jack. Again, just cranking up, creeping pressure on Spartacus. Check the camera here. Yeah, furthest one away, that's the best one. Sorry for that. Really clean again, over jump. Lot of speed. Get great boost, nice big thing to jump through the corner barely. Great, that's all feathering throttle, I believe. Right, we can get to right here, just on the midline, waterline. Jack again, really clean, and that's nice and long. That's the best we've seen him do it. Nice and quick again, just increasing the pressure now. We do see Spartacus did improve his backside, not by too much, meaning there was maybe second Jack being on now to the parts of the track. Going to flick back to Spartacus so Jack can be kept informed. Distance, because I know he won't want to be applying unnecessary DNF. Nice into the here from Spartacus. Nice down there. Not as far behind as I had in the thought. Carrying through nicely. Good lap from Spartacus. Just feathering the throttle just a touch more at the midpoint of the corner, carrying a lot of speed. It's maybe gone inspire. It's a good, clean transition onto the flat. And just once it does have 5, 7. Track waiting up to the line. Spartacus coming round, final corner now. Over the jump through the final S bend before the line. Jack takes again 214.26. 17 with a 7. That was Jack that had chosen that track. It is on shuffle. So Jack hasn't actually decided the order of the playlist. That's down to Rockstar. The 214.152 on the final lap from Spartacus. Really showing himself in a good light there. Jack did get good, clean second lap, and it would have maybe improved. He'd have got a clean ramp skip at the end. But he was, yeah, he was likely to wait up for Spartacus either way.
Unless it was like 209.
Yeah. Unless it was proper PB potentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jack on for the 211 if he'd have got the nice clean ramp skip at the end. And that Chamberlain, not a problem. Well, this is a Spartacus track, and it is Trench 2. So Rockstar has, for at least the first 2 tracks, it has gone with host advantage, then on Spartacus. We'll see if it then throws us a second Spartacus track, or what it does, just mixes it up slightly. We've got no idea of the order of the playlist. Again, thank you to everybody for tuning in. Earlier on, we did see Randolph take the first playlist from Keno 5-3, meaning he has 2 race advantage going in to the second playlist in the next couple of days, and needs 4 race wins to 6 from Keno to confirm their place in the next round, so he does have that advantage. And Esco did manage to see off Heredia with a 9-7 win in the end, but Heredia did bring it back from 6-2, showing that it isn't over at the first playlist. Did take it nice and close. Now we are with Spartacus, I know that. Nice bright green Jack, very well. Spartacus did appear to close us ever so slightly on the very first portion of the track. Good brake boost and slightly stronger than Jack. Did allow him to pull away. Spartacus extending the limits of the track. Very edge, ever so slightly getting hung up in the gap of the track on the left. Nice tight here, the engine note dipping as they throttle the engine. Good brake boosting from Spartacus, and again had started to rein Jack in slightly towards the end of the lap. Another brake boost from Spartacus on transition between track and that circle cut. Jack nice and clean around the corner, able to counter it, just keep him there nice and high. Good brake boosting across the start line from Spartacus is bringing him back up behind Jack nicely, avoids the wall tight as well. Again, Jack got both the brake boosts. I think Spartacus managed the one. Oh, and the tube not being nice to Spartacus there. Just deflecting off it slightly, getting the angle a little bit wrong, and I think that horn does say, can you just give me a little minute? And not a problem, my dude. Head on to Jack. Let Spartacus do his thing. The stop sign not being good to Jack, but Jack handled that surprising, even for me knowing Jack so well, surprised just how well he was able to bounce back from that and lose as little time as possible, catching a little wall ride before flicking the car back round the track before any chance of the car side bricking into the track, or just a crash. Nice brake boosting from Jack again. This is third on the final portion of the curve, and a heavy brick into the tube. Similar to what happened to Spartacus, the angle not quite right, but a heavier incident for Jack, and that has allowed Spartacus to take the lead. But I know they have agreed on the brick thing to remain. I don't know, I will leave that all down to the guys, but there is potential that this could be a redo. That was a heavy brick into the tube from Jack. Did take all speed away from his feet. Good corner from Jack though. Nice place. Right, good off the line. So for now, that is 1-all. Yeah, it is. Spartacus bricked on the second lap, you bricked on the third, but Spartacus was a lot, like, it didn't flick his car out to the right and spin him around 90 degrees.
Oh, did he brick, did he?
Yeah, he bricked on his entry on the second lap, but not, it wasn't half as bad. Like, it's all on stream and stuff. I caught both bricks, so you can have a little flick back and stuff between you and that. That was a lucky incident from both drivers, with 58.776 from Spartacus with 59.059, but Jack was cranking.
Bro, that fucking style.
Yeah, that was, the way you caught that though, Jack, was so good. Even knowing you, I was surprised at how when you caught it.
Fucking shit myself. Oh man.
Can I clip while I'm in SharePlay? Let me just check
Ah.
that. No, it won't let me clip while I'm streaming. That's part of my problem because I stream rather than record video or anything. I'm not good at remembering to record video.
I can record that video
Yeah,
actually.
if you take the
Thank
clip
you.
and nicely
Let's go.
it.
There you go.
So we'll get at least one of the two bricks. We are on to double loop. This is then the second of Spartacus's tracks.
Yeah, Spartacus messaged me, same happens to me. I just put 1-1.
Yeah.
Just leave it as that.
Yeah.
I mean, if we both break, then it's only fair.
Jack happy then just to accept it as it happening to both. Did click to an adder for a second then. I was a little worried on the car selection from Jack there. But he did correct it. We are, as I say, in trouble with Spartacus track. Put him on pole. There is no checkpoint glitch allowed. The loop skip is. I'm going to stick with Jack for the first one round. As Spartacus did look like he was coming back through and did. The lag did not end up disrupting. Spartacus lines it up. That goes a little higher. Spartacus clips. So does Jack. And they're both going for oh, it was a risky line. Both went with it though. Spartacus swings round into the lead and is going round properly, but that was a new line we've seen. Both did flick up round that wall to try and pull themselves up and over it. Jack went a little bit too far, but that's clearly a quicker way back round should you miss the loop skip. Both drivers not taking the checkpoint glitch. Very, very nice. Spartacus did get cut nice and clean back to the correct side of the wall to collect the checkpoint. There was a tap of the horn though from both little tests, making sure. Hey, Kino! Enters the chat as we do see Spartacus with quite the lead at this point on double loop. It is 1-all. Really close to the gap in the barrier, pushing really, really hard. We see Spartacus cutting the curbs nicely, pulling to the left just before sign. Nice wide line, just clipping the vapid sign as we is on the way past, pulling wide through. So wide, it's close past the barrier on the start line. Good line across, a little jump across. No chance of bottoming out, and it is still going in for the cut. Oh, it's a little bit low again. Spartacus has blown up. Spartacus just clipping the flat part of the track. There was no brick, that was just ever so slightly too short. And we did see Jack just behind Spartacus. He was lining up the cut. It looked clean. Spartacus just landing on the jump after the loop. And that has really, really shortened the gap up. With the amount of time Jack lost after his respawn being a little bit longer, going back through the loop after trying to jump over the wall. That is really good stuff from both drivers. Spartacus just went through the loop the second time, didn't go for checkpoint. The wall nice and clean from both nice and respectful from both. It was a nice clean cut second time round from Jack. Spartacus just hit track portion a little bit too early. Could end up blowing up, having reformed before the loop. Jack now trying to raise Spartacus. Spartacus pushing hard, has held his lead. I don't think it is extending, it's just having reached full speed, getting a lot of curve, clipping it just before the entry really nicely. Spartacus ahead of Jack. Jack catching line through the loop. Feathers the throttle. It down the track nice and early, carries speed through the corner, just ever so slight dimming of the sound of the engine as the feathers the throttle just pull the car around nice and tidy. It's nice to see that little aggressive flip across the curve through the loop. Spartacus lined it up to get Jack collects the checkpoint. Spartacus gets it clean. Jack just a touch short with that. We will swap back. Spartacus Jack will go for drive round, knowing that the victory is Spartacus, not pushing too much to go back over the wall. That is spun around and coming back the right way, but Spartacus with a really, really strong lead. Without any major incident, this will go his way. That will potentially take it to 1 little feathering of the throttle just at the crest of the jump. As we saw, he does land nicely before the checkpoint, no chance of flying in through tube and missing it. Nice final loop gets him nice and line to get on the curve. Straight on the tube to line up the second part really clean. Nice tidy line to the part again, lining up the curve nicely. All around onto him. Right, session again, looking back out front. It looks like a good lap time here from Spartacus. Didn't go with really risky ramp skip, but got the loop skip nice and clean. That is across the line of 1:56. On a really nice clean lap. And hello, Spam Jack nicely coming across the line too. No chance of the DNF, but the 56.502 does take best lap, not fast lap. That was bad English. That does take the lead. Spartacus 157.352 from Jack. 156.502 there from Spartacus. Really nice loop skip at the end from Spartacus.
How did he blow up?
He just cut it ever too shortly fine, and the car hit the flat bit rather than landing on the track and flipped. It was really unlucky, but it wasn't a brick or anything. So,
that first bit got me.
Yeah, when you had to respawn.
Oh, what the fuck? It's track again. I've been outlapping this loads, it should be right. No, that's sort of Spartacus committed suicide. I was thinking, what? So if he gets black screen now, we're gonna have a problem, lad.
Right, so we have had 3 of Spartacus's tracks back to back now with this game duel. Yeah, I wonder, will it save Plummet 1 till the end, or is it going to give us that back to back to back to back? Spartacus and then back to Jack's.
Right. Duel. Don't shut up, bump it, sorry.
No worries. Jack cranking his music up and getting ready to go. Well, I think mid-drive boost there, despite this was missed. It allowed Jack to go away nicely into the wall ride combo again, nice and clean. Jack out a little wobbly, catches the time nicely, Spartacus carries the speed at a heavy pedal into the throttle. There's limited chance to take lead. Spartacus goes with a risky ramp cut. I haven't seen that done before, but didn't quite manage to pull himself on enough, and I was trying to flick over there before the respawn. I've never seen that ramp skip before, just trying to cut it ever so finely at the top edge. He just drifted a little bit too far to the left, and that has given Jack good brake boost down the straight with a little wobble, but handled it nice and clean again. Over the ramp, catches the checkpoint, and Jack nicely round the corner. It'll honk the horn to signify the fact that he knows he did miss the wall ride, but I think he had flown a little bit too far to feel comfortable lining himself up for it. Taking a little dab of the brakes, taking the corner nice and clean, carrying speed really well, no sliding. 1:26.955 first lap there from Jack, really clean, really nice. Pulls up to collect checkpoint, nice, clean, exit from the wall ride this time, and Jack is on the fly. See him cranking the pace up again, feathering lightly round the corner, feathering. Getting really nice crisp flying through this section of the track. A big slide through the corner is going to shorten stuff up a bit, but just over a 20-second lead to Jack at crossing the line stage. Just going to shorten damage. At this point, no big mistake. So far, Jack goes down the corner again, and are we going to hear the little pat? He knows, but we're not going to judge him. No shame, he does need to get the race victory back. Down, nice, tidy, round the corners. Yes, just winding, speed up through that section. Cranking up for a nice lap, clean as you can, heavy on the brakes, nice and safe. Clean all ride, nice to be out of it, no wobble, that time just pulling to the left, getting right approach the corner. A little bit further back. Coming down, final corner, lead. Jack head over the jump, cross. Throttle lightly, getting through the corner nicely, takes the jump well. Just at the midpoint to the right, jump. Hello, Harry, my man. I hope you're good, and I hope you are well. See Jack. Oh, he appears to have lined up more for it this time. Going in for it nicely. Pulls out. Oh, he looked a little late, but he got it really clean. Really nice stuff there from Jack. This could and will be a good lap. Barrier ride is good and clean too. Honk the horn from Jack signifying he is happy with that lap. He is able to cross the line with Spartacus able to shorten damage on the last lap. Spartacus in for the wall ride, nice and clean. And at 1:23.78 8.4 from Jack Spartacus into the wall barrier ride even. Really nice and tidy. 11 seconds to get across the line, should be no issue. I think the honk of the horn wasn't signified that Jack felt he was on for a decent lap, and Spartacus just hits the wall at the end, does cross the line, I believe. Spartacus pushed a little bit too hard to the curbs there at the end.
Did he finish?
Oh, I'm not sure. It was really close. No, not quite.
Did he not?
He hit the tyre wall though, he crashed
I know,
at the end.
I saw he had enough time, like...
Yeah,
Fuck.
he tried pushing a bit too hard for the curbs at the end. I think he was on for a good time as well.
I thought I was on for 22, but...
But it's close. You weren't too far off, and it is fine at that time. You don't know how much the time's going to take off as you cross the line and stuff. But that does bring it back to 2-2, Jack.
I saw 22, then I just stopped looking at the clock.
Mm.
And then I was dancing to me pump it up. But it doesn't count on points, so I don't feel bad as much.
Okay, it's not down to points. And Jack did think that Spartacus did have enough time, and he did have enough time.
Yeah, but he did.
But it was the crash at the end, and it was literal milliseconds because he was inside the checkpoint.
He was.
But he did thumbs up it. I don't think he minded too much.
Learnt me lesson on this.
Yeah, this is Jack's track again. So this is the second of Jack's. After seeing 3 of Spartacus back to back with the randomisation. And Jack saying, I'm guessing you heard, but I'm not sure you did hear. I can't remember if he's got his voice shared on at the moment. But yeah, the mistake from Jack on Vespucci maybe teaching him that if you've got lead, not push so much. Holding 59 through the corner, flipping the curbs really nicely on the exit. I did pull into it slightly. Jack carries the speed nicely over the jump by the application of power, nice and tidy. Very clean, catches, repasses Jack, pulls a little bit to the right just to make sure he doesn't fling to the left and get the stab brake, crest of the hill and touch the curb. Jack did just swing to lead, controlling car speed ever so slightly better. Big slide there, well, I say big, little slide, but in the situation, big slide by Jack, costing him a little bit of time. We do see Spartacus take the lead. Very, very wide approach into the corner allows him to carry speed ever so slightly better than Jack through that corner. And onto the curbs, really nice and aggressive. Jack with good curb boosting, closing the gap up and takes the lead again. Do see the nose of Spartacus' car still just up behind Jack. See Jack go over the jump nice and clean. Not wanting big risks just yet. We see both going round the corner nice and safely, not taking big risks early on while it's unnecessary. We are going to swap back to Spartacus again, taking a little bit of a wider line through the corner, picking the curbs on the exit, nice and clean. Oh, a little brick from Spartacus, but then the tube entry wasn't good. But it is just as mistakes roll out, but there was definitely a brick on the landing. And then it was the second mistake that followed. Jack has weighted up wonderfully done by Jack. They do have the agreement on the brick. Spartacus not wanting to take the lead there from Jack, but thanking him for waiting 2:16.307 to the 2:16.965. That time's only 6 seconds off my own. I am now down to a 2:10 around here, but like 6 seconds off my own with the heavy brick, tube, waiting for Jack. That is incredible stuff, with no wall rides, none of the risky cuts, just clean lines, risky across the curbs, in the car back round, nicely caught from Spartacus. Did have to catch the car slightly on the side. I am going to flick over to Jack and give Spartacus a little bit of breathing space and just settle into it for half a lap, and I will flick back. He's not too far behind, just wanting to get into his drive, settle into everything. Going through this tight S-bend at the final section of the hairpin, bank hairpin. Makes it nice and clean, aggressive across the curve, taking as many bumps as he can. Pushing wide to the end of the track, edge of the track. Really tight, close to the edge. Jack takes the jump, nice and long, landing on the track piece, taking the corner nice and clean. Now, at some point you may see Spartacus take the wall ride on one of the ramp skips. Try and close the gap up. It's probably at this point through. Choose and Spartacus on his line. We will swap back. Jack not being too far away. Can't see Jack just approaching the bottom of the hill. Nice, clean application of the brake. A little bit heavy round the corner. And Spartacus, I'm sorry again if it is the pressure that gets to you lightly. I will flick off and let you settle in, with Jack having extended the lead ever so slightly. Pulling through. The score is back to 2-all. Jack does have the lead on the Spoochie at the moment, and hello, my man, Aspen. I hope you are well, and I hope everybody else is. I am very, very tense, as usual in these situations. Hello, Jack is going to game chat, or maybe just muting his mic. I think you can hear. We did hear about it on Spartacus previously. Honk the horn, maybe saying yes you can. And I don't like to distract the driver too much. But also Jack is very used to it at this point, having done it with me since the beginning. Nice and tidy through the corners again from Jack, putting lots of curves on the way through. I personally am still not fully clued in on all of the world record times, but I do think it's 6:24 by Jan. I do believe that's the time I keep hearing. Not quite sure of the exact point, but I know Ventura may be looking to claim that shortly, having got the new best lap, the 2:04 that he uploaded to his channel this week. 2:08.359 from Jack, down to a 2:07. Really nice final lap. And that was cut 3, wasn't it, Jack? That last lap?
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
I was too scared to go for the cuts.
After the problems with that you had on the wall ride with Nacho, I don't think anybody will be surprised with that. But
Push me down.
2:07.857
Oh,
to steal the best lap by just under 0.04. Yeah, and there it is. I had just said that, having seen the 6:25 or 6:24. The 6:24 is what I do keep hearing Jan has, and I don't disbelieve it by any stretch of the imagination with the people I hear it from. But that has allowed Jack to take it back to 3-2.
Ooh.
But as I was saying, Sick, I do believe Ventura may be hunting that down at some point in the coming weeks, having taken the new best lap time. That is the video he has uploaded. This is the first upload. We are on Plumix. This is the final of Spartacus' final track. So if Jack does or is able to take this, it puts him in a good strong position to take good advantage in second playlist in the coming nights. I believe that it is tomorrow night they're looking at arranging it for. Again, sometime I will be doing Kino versus Randos. I believe that is again at 9 PM UK time, and that will be followed by this, I believe, around 11 PM UK. But that's being arranged between the lads. Just so you know, there's a couple of very, very tasty matches tomorrow night coming in. Completion of theirs. Draw. You'll see and know who's going on through. You see Jack has pulled away. Going for GGSPART4CUS, coming back nicely and just choosing not to flick about too much. Spartacus though, with many brake boosts back to back. I believe that was 4 we saw back to back, and he got another 1 or 2 behind Jack. Catch up, carries speed nicely through the corners and has taken around a second lead, pulling away strongly down the straight as well. I am going to leave to it. Spartacus does come off the barrier and Jack is away.
Did he break?
I don't think he did brick, I think he hit the barrier. But I'm on newer. I didn't want to swap about and put this thing up on screen. I am gonna... Oh, big brick on the curb there from Jack. Oh, no, he was just on the black. There we go. Jack happy to take a slight lead loss, with Spartacus having weighted up nicely. Good landing from Jack, and Spartacus maybe did just give him back the lead cheekily with Jack being back at full speed, not wanting to take it that way. Spartacus takes good speed in the air. Jack, I believe, re-feathered his throttle. We did see Jack shake his car like he was shaking his head. And that is a nice round of sportsmanship between the two. Chucking slightly. Jack with the nice tight line round the corner. He's short of Jack again, but Spartacus getting that great boost. Did pull away. Jack nice and clean into a barrier ride. I've not seen that round here before. Really nice. Keeps the speed and the engine revs up nice and high, but Spartacus with a good clean corner did hold the lead. Could have maybe been shortened up a little bit more if there hadn't have been a slight collision with the gap in the barrier. It wasn't as smooth as it maybe could have been on a perfect run, so it's nice to see Jack going for a risky play still. Unable to get it out of him completely, was able to take a good, clean, safe run on Screeches. Jack chasing the curves at the top of the hill, goes for brake boosting. Spartacus has extended the lead. Signifies he's caught a couple. We're not going to see any new records here, but it's close to the right time. Big bash off the barrier in the end, but tripped it off the barrier.
Freaking go!
Yeah, I know, you both kept fucking waiting up for each other.
I'm Rick, but I didn't know if you freaking obviously hit the back, like bricked on the bar or anything. So.
Yeah, He waited up for you then,
Yeah.
and then I saw you shake your car around like you were shaking your head. I was like, and then you feathered your throttle when you landed and made him reshake it.
We both, he landed where I landed, so we just set off then.
Yeah.
Pretty much we're in the same position then. For God's sake.
Funny, that. Yeah, it's a very good 1v1, Alex, very close. That does take it to 3-all. Jack has been able to take Jewel away from Spartacus and does have 2 tracks of his own remaining in the city and rally. So Spartacus is needing to take one of these races off Jack, tie up level. Jack now with the home field advantage, having 2 of his own races back to back, able to settle into it really nicely, and he knows what's coming next as well. Nice, Aslan, 26 flat without wall rides. Saying he might be going for that world record too. So we're going to see a little bit of a battle for it, and that is what we like to see. That's 90 across the card. And so slightly hid and it's got away on the map a little bit from Spartacus. Spartacus closed back up into the back of the arrow and is closing in the back of Jack's car. Good, clean, low exit from Jack though allows him to get back on the power nicely, but the high speed exit, and it looked like Spartacus got a little bit of curb boost off them. Oh, and Spartacus hung up heavily in the gap in the barrier. Now, Jack is feathering the throttle heavily here, having had Spartacus wait up for him in the last one, feeling like he doesn't want anything to happen with that. There we go. Back up to speed. Jack has given Spartacus the lead back, really not wanting the race to go down that way, not this early on anyway. Get into the track nicely from both of the guys. Hello, Tuncer. Spartacus getting really good boost line, holds the lead ahead of Jack. Jack now knows he's going to have to play and also track really nice. Catches both the boost, giving him good airspeed across the jump. And a little shorter than Spartacus though. Spartacus carries good speed through the corner. Good speed down the hill from Jack, does shorten the gap up nicely for the tube. Good line from Jack, slightly lower than Spartacus is on the second part, slightly higher on the first. Closing the gap, Spartacus managed that really nice clean transition, no bounce on mid portion of the hill. Was able to cleanly apply power. Good, clean exit from Jack again, applying the power and closing the gap. But again, Spartacus just holding the lead ever so slightly through the corners. Off the barrier from both, no issues this time, and we're going to see the guys go for it. Jack cranking the car up, lining up towards the corner, nice, slipping across the curb. Spartacus holding pace really nicely, just holding the lead, pulling down into the corner, a little bit sooner, Jack clipping a little bit more curve, chasing the aggressive, does ever so slightly pull in the lead, gets to the track ever so slightly early to hold the lead. Spartacus with a good corner behind, holds distance really well. Jack pushes really wide to the edge of the track, chasing the curve really nicely. Pushes on through transition, really good. Tube skip or exit transition there. Spartacus not too far behind and closing in with really good boost, really shortening the gap, and again closing up a little bit through the corner. Swing round and we'll see Spartacus right up behind Jack, a little bit high, carrying the speed, a little bit more nice aggressive across the curves from Jack, clipping a couple of great boosts with Spartacus, again holds speed really nice behind. Jack does extend with good clean line through the tube. Spartacus appears to be shortening up on the map. It does so on the exit later on the break. Good clean application of power by Jack, and Spartacus does go into one of the poles behind. That does give Jack the lead to 11.398 to 15.983 with a big pole hit from Spartacus. That time is on its par with my own. I have a 2:15. I believe it is around here. Ridiculous that he gets it with a big crash. Quite close, made it through the cut nicely. Big spin from Jack, handled it nicely, spun back around. Got the gap now short enough that we should on parts of the track. Good to see Jack. See Jack just heading to the right of the tube, excellent, nicely. Spartacus doing the same, just cutting a bottom portion of the jump out, top portion of the jump. Hey, and Holy enters the chat. Very nice to see you all. Good clean line through the tube, nicely onto the right line, pulls up just before the shadow, really nice. Onto the boost line, thick and fast, really tight. Hugging it nicely, back end of the car, bounces heavily. Spartacus correcting the corner entry nicely, pulls across. Lovely honk of the horn, giving us a nice hello. Across the curves, gets a brake boost before the tube entry, pulls in heavily to the left side. Nice low line, sticking to the mid metal line, what I tried to say there, mid metal line. Heavy on the brakes, nice and tidy, making sure no issue with the poles this time. Got nice and close to it though, knocking down the lamppost, straightening up across the bridge and through.
Wow.
That ended up being really quite close, Jeff. That was really nice.
That tube wasn't nice to either of us.
No.
Jesus.
No.
Mine was a lot better though. I had a lot better brick in a way.
Yeah, you had a bit of a soft brick.
Mine pinged me out. Okay then.
It, like Spartacus got pinged out, but he got flipped around.
It was just ping out and I controlled it quite well, to be fair. I was expecting to get stuck on a barrier there when I got out.
Everdos.
out of my next song quickly.
We are heading in to Rally. This is the final track of the playlist. Jack has taken lead again 4-3. Does have the chance to take it for 5-3 in the next playlist. Pushing and chasing the third, really impressive. Just behind that, we are going to take it off the platform. Jack like goes to the jump well at Spartacus. Pulling level on the landing of the jump, but Jack with better acceleration through the corner was able to pull back to lead ever so slightly. Really good section from Spartacus. Does see Spartacus into the lead. Jack now chasing, pulls to the left, taking the Nacho F line, trying to close the gap slightly. Spartacus did do the job. Short game. Jack slightly straighter line. Spartacus wobbles left to right through the tube. Back to the left. Tunnel, sorry. Really clean through. Corner clipping curb on the exit. Like holy, nice. Jack slightly tighter approach, shortening up ever so slightly. Heavy on the brake side, close. Jack handles the corner a little bit better. Carries speed nice. Double clip of the curb up the hill from Spartacus. Over close. Avoiding the wall ride, not again needing to take big risk. In this situation, this is a 1v1, this isn't a public playlist, this isn't a racing lobby, this is competition that wants to take the crown possible. Jack takes a nice wide approach through the second apex, does allow himself a bit more speed gain through the exit. But onto and Jack is both avoiding the push, slows down slightly, slightly through the top, two wheels lifted up ever so slightly there from Spartacus aggressive across the curve, clicking and does close in a little bit on Jack. Spartacus does get hung up in the side, just pulling a little bit too wide. Chasing the curb. It does. Jack strongly going into the section bit. It is very bouncy boy sometimes. If not, handles that corner nice and well. Doesn't take too much airtime at all. Little wobble of the car head through the first section. Nice and clean into the bank corner and round. Nice and tight off the barrier through. Nicely done. What's the match at?
310.076. What was 309?
Jack with a kinky time there, 310.076 to the 313.941. Both times 4 and 6, no, 3 and 6 seconds better than my own. Having just hit the 16s yesterday. But that does make it 5-3 in this first playlist. And we will be seeing second playlist, I believe it's tomorrow night, right Jeff? around 11 p.m, 10:30, 11 p.m.
11 p.m. we've organised it for.
Lovely. So that does give us a little half an hour, 40-minute break between Randos v Kino. That is booked in again for 9 p.m. and then on to Jack or Spartacus v Jack in that one, because it is Spartacus's home match. We'll have a nice look through comments. Looks like Asan might get the itch back for chasing a couple of records here and there, maybe. So he does maybe kind of want to take the world record on Vespucci because he thinks he can improve his 26 flat.
I'll improve it for you.
But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind people being a bit competitive over the records, really pushing all of you to improve a little bit more here and there. Having that competitive edge and spirit is a very important thing at this level for you guys. Asan getting hungry. I am too, Asan, and that is one of the reasons why I will be ending the stream pretty shortly. Jack, is there anything you would like to say to the audience, having taken lead into the second playlist tomorrow night?
GG's to Spartacus.
Yeah, Spartacus.
However, that was a very, very messy playlist to all them Brits. That was a messy playlist. I think Spartacus can agree. I think if there was no bricks, we would have had a lot of really close matches. However, because of bricks, we just couldn't.
A bit more messed up, but hopefully tomorrow night it will be a bit cleaner on that side, and it comes down to your own driving rather than rockstar bullshit. But I will, as I do, offer huge GGs and thank yous out to both of the drivers for asking me to do this.
No, thank you, man, for doing it. Taking the time out your day.
No, really, not a problem. As I say, I am in the game anyway, and my palms get just as sweaty doing this as racing anyway, so it's not too much of a thrill drop. There are GGs coming through in the chat to you and Spartacus.
Thank you, everyone.
And again, I do have Randos at 9 p.m. versus Kino at 9 p.m. and then Jack v Spartacus again at 11 p.m. both UK times. And that, in a moment, will be drawing it to an end. Do make sure you head over, check out MarineJack 01 on YouTube. Is it Jack or is it just Marine? It is just MarineJack, isn't it?
Marine
on YouTube.
Space Jack, yeah.
Yep. So Marine Space Jack. I don't believe Spartacus yet has a YouTube channel. I think he does.
He needs to.
He does, and I have asked him to. He has said it will be coming soon, so I am going to ask him about that again tonight, just to see if it is coming soon. So again, I can send you over there, or ask him to head over into my chat as he opens it up and stuff, so we can get it shared around nicely. And do head over, check out both Randos's and Kino's channels from earlier as well. And then
Kino
also, yes, Kino does have a channel, so does Randos. They both live stream occasionally.
What's Kino's?
Kino's is Kino 207, I believe.
And Randos is Randos Drive.
Yeah.
Check them out. I don't think I've subbed to Kino, have I?
No, but again, I think it's one that's recently been opened up at my behest.
Forcing people to do things like that.
Oh, and if you are on TikTok, Asan just announced he is a TikTok artist, so do head over on TikTok. Oh, and Tunsa, apparently you find them in your inbox, but it's not showing up for me either yet. Maybe we need to spend a bit more time on TikTok before it lets us see it.
What's that?
He's asking how you find live streams in TikTok.
Be joining us and scrolling through them and having a look.
Yeah, So we'll get that explained to you next time you're in the party. But oh, and potential Tuncer versus Asan in a truck race on the cards. Yeah, and Nacho agreeing that this playlist was the party of bricks.
Yeah. And yes, it is 11 PM tomorrow, Fox. We have just agreed.
Perfect. That is 11 PM tomorrow for Jack the Spartacus, 9 PM for Randos the Kino. And then just as I sign out, again, thank you all very much. Also, head over, check out Esco, that is See My Build on YouTube. He is the curator of the competition, and it will be a good place to find out if stuff he is coming up with in the future. A little bit of a heads up, he'll give you a bit of prior warning during one of the streams, I'm sure. So thank you all very, very much, and good night for now. Goodbye!